They did it! Fate of the Furious fucking did it! It's not as good as 5. It's maybe slightly not as good as 6. And 7 doesn't count because 7 was some weird The Crow CGI. Can they get away with this technical wizardry shit where they tried to pretend Paul Walker was still alive? That one doesn't count. But enough of that. All you need to know is we're talking about the Fate of the Furious, the Fast and the Furious 8. Look, man, I'm just going to come out naked with this right now. I fucking love this series. At this point, I think we need to stop viewing these as individual movies that come out once a year and start thinking of them as really expensive seasons of the dumbest and sometimes best TV show. It's great. It's fucking awesome. So I hope these sequels go on forever because, god damn it, they haven't failed yet, and I can't believe that's what I'm saying right now. These are movies that aren't just dumb, they're this kind of meta-dumb, where the production team looks at you and goes like, look, I know that you know that I know that you know that this is not a good movie, but hear me out. What if we make fun of bad movies while we make a bad movie that's also kind of good? Alright? They know how dumb they are. They enjoy it. They celebrate it. If you will shut up about how sometimes a car will go off a cliff and be aiming clearly down and then land in the next shot perfectly smooth. That's where we are. Please join me. It's fun as fuck. This is a review, and I think you can already gather that I'm coming back out of an early screening of this movie like, fuck yes! Yes! This is amazing. It is a brilliant film that is the dumbest movie ever made. Let's talk about Fast 8 and let me stop rambling. I will do that in another movie. This one starts off with Letty and Dom. Dom is, of course, the Vin Diesel character. Letty is the Michelle Rodriguez character. Fast 8 starts with Dominic Toretto and his wife Letty, played by, of course, the great Vin Diesel and the great Michelle Rodriguez. They're in Havana, Cuba, and they're enjoying a light honeymoon, having a good time. You know, Dom ends up racing the local badass with the best car in a hilarious piece of shit rust box that he, straps all kinds of nitrous to, and the car turns into a roving bomb, and he races it for what they call not a quarter mile, but a Cuban mile, which is definitely more than a mile, but it's dumb and perfectly executed. You cannot help but laugh. From that moment, I knew that they pulled it off again. They nailed it. I knew in the opening scene, I had seen some reviews that were like, oh, Fast 8 doesn't deliver what I wanted. And you're fucking wrong. Without one of the main stars, they pulled this piece of crap together in a way that there's no other word for it. It's delightful. The whole series is fucking delightful. Let's run down what happens in this movie without going into the plot or any spoilers. They have Charlize Theron. They tapped her in, and she's playing what your local news thinks Anonymous is. Dom has gone evil, but has he? Obviously, he has not. He has obviously not gone evil. The Rock is back, and he's wonderful. Wonderful, as you'd expect. Jason Statham is back, and now he's now a good guy. And, well, sort of, but whatever. He's now a good guy. And the best thing about that is The Rock and Jason Statham are together in a fucking Tango and Cash-like scenario. It makes me think of both Crank and The Rundown at the exact same moment. I've been dreaming of this shit for so long. Kurt Russell comes back as Mr. Nobody. A movie later, I am still impressed. There's nothing about the character that Kurt Russell plays that shouldn't have sold out the team. But he didn't sell out the team. He's just awesome. Tyrese is back as Roman. Roman, still the unsung fucking hero of this franchise. He's fun as hell and never gets enough credit. Ludacris is back as Tej. The way he plays off of Roman, the two of them together are always great. I love them both. Ramsey, the new hacker lady since the last film, she's fine. If we're being honest about complaints here, she needs to do something because right now she could get killed and I don't think anyone would care. Michelle Rodriguez finally gets to act because, she's mad her husband, ran out on them. But, whatever. Michelle Rodriguez is good in this. The Rock remains a national treasure. No further thing needed to be explained here. Jason Statham, a hero among men, just fantastic. Cars rain from the fucking sky. And if you saw it in the trailer, it's even better in the movie. They race a Russian nuclear sub. Nothing makes sense. Dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria. There's a point towards the end where it slows down. You feel like it's maybe a little bit too much. They might lose the script on this just a bit. And when you think it's going to drop the ball, rest assured it pulls right the fuck out of that. That is the virtue of this series. Every time you think they're dead, they somehow double down on a level of ridiculousness that is somehow even better. Every movie past Fast 5 is a miracle. This is not the best Fast movie, I will grant you that. But everything since 5 is admittedly diminishing returns, but goddamn, dude, they keep pulling this shit off. If you already drank the Kool-Aid, you are in. You will love this. Go see it. Go see it in the theater. You'll be happier that you did it. If you are one of these people that hate these movies but love superhero movies, it's weird. I don't know. It's the same level of dumb. You're only hurting yourself. Accept that they do unrealistic things and appreciate it and get along for the ride. That's all I can say to you. Just enjoy it, see what it is, and work from there. The theater I saw it in, we were cheering. Everyone was excited. If I saw it in New York City, so nobody had a car. But I imagine if you see this anywhere else in the country, the roads were very dangerous leaving it. Nobody left disappointed. The theater was clapping and ecstatic. The only people I saw that were disappointed in the movie were the people that walked in looking to not like it. If you're on board for it, you're going to love it. And I'm making a prediction right the fuck now. Han is coming back next movie. There's no reason why he would. He should be dead. But if there's one thing we've learned from this franchise, it's that, but he was in a car. So if you die in a car, it doesn't mean you're dead. Is it the best movie I've ever seen? Not by a long shot. Is it the best Fast movie? Nah, not really. It's got issues. But if you're already on board, you're going to like it. For Fast fans, you're really going to enjoy this. If you're not a Fast fan, you're not going to enjoy it. That's just the way it is. For me, 4 out of 5 stars. No contest. I really enjoyed it. I think 5 through 8 now are all 4 out of 5 stars, even though 5 is clearly the superior one. I love them. I love these movies. I highly recommend seeing them in the theater, seeing them in the theater close to release. Good Lord, as fast as possible, because the cheering and high-fiving of people in the movie theater, God, I fucking love these movies. Anyway, if you enjoyed it, thanks a lot for watching. If you feel like it, please subscribe, and I'll be doing more of these. I'm going to be giving more Fast content and more real movie content, but God, I love these films. These are great. They did it again.